Do you wonder why are you not the recipient of love when you need it the most? Have you noticed that you indulge in self-loathing, blaming others for your unachieved goals, beating yourself for past mistakes, treating yourself as a failure, blaming yourself for unhealthy behaviors of others, and for developing unhealthy habits? Underneath all these behaviors lie a deep sense of ridicule for oneself, which indicates that you hold a belief to be an unlovable person. This belief of unlovableness has developed emptiness in you. To fill this void, one seeks a solution externally. He agrees with others just to fit in. He is always available to people without his concern for his own priorities. He treats others with respect with an expectation to receive love. These activities don't bring him any love. He is oblivious of the fact that in order to attract love in your life, you need to love yourself first. Self love is the honor one possesses in his own sight for himself. It is an antidote to the belief of being invaluable. In self love, one takes care of himself, acknowledges his abilities, considers himself as a lovable person, compliments himself, gifts himself, and prioritizes his happiness, shares his opinions without the fear of getting judged. All of these ensure strong connections with others, increase our self esteem and chances of success, make us joyful, enable us to choose a career of our choice, assures us independence, stimulates to develop healthy habits, enables us to determine our strengths and help us obliterate our weaknesses gradually, makes us charismatic and benevolent, increases our courage to face new challenges that unfold. If, on the other hand, we indulge in self loathing, we will lower our self esteem, remain dependent on others for our happiness and for other aspects of our life that are significant to us. We develop unhealthy addictions, we focus on negatives only, it makes us fearful of challenges of life. All these things hamper our growth and make us inefficient. We also don't indulge in self love because we believe that it means we are selfish or we will stop being kind to others. We need to understand that this is just a trick that our mind plays with us to resist transformation. Now, let us explore some techniques to overcome self loathing and attract love into your life. Number one, speak positively to yourself. Positively speaking to oneself makes a person feel good about himself. It takes focus of a person away from negativity, allowing him to dwell on his strengths and achievements. This in turn gives him courage to hustle for his goal. It develops a sense which acknowledges the power of his own words that could lead a person to path of all possibilities. Being critical puts us into a state of hopelessness and cripple our movement when we face a challenge in life. Number two, exercise gratitude daily. Recall your blessings received or write them down on a piece of paper and read them aloud on a daily basis. Bring God and people into your imagination who have offered you these things. Thank all of them. This makes a person feel connected with God and others and not feel isolated. Exercising gratitude enhances physical as well as psychological well being. Study shows it strengthens our immune system, relieves us from anxiety and depression, enhances our emotional well being and relationships with others. Number three, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for all of the mistakes of the past. Beating ourselves for committing them ensues resentment and frustration. It also shoots up our blood pressure and forces us to ruin our present. We are unable to leap forward to grab novel opportunities. Thus, to thwart self harm, we need to consider different perspectives for our mistakes. We can assure ourselves that if we had knowledge of doing things rightly, then we would have acted accordingly. Forgiveness engenders happiness, compassion, peace, and kindness with self. This kindness could be felt by others as well as you decide to forgive them for all the wrongs done upon you. You start to take on novel challenges for your growth. Number four is compliment yourself. Compliment yourself for all praiseworthy qualities. If you are in a state of confusion that does not permit you to perceive any of them, then ask a close friend who can trust to outline them for you. Remind yourself of these talents on a daily basis to build a sense of worthiness for yourself. This sense of worthiness sprouts value in the world as it develops your self belief robustly. You can also compliment yourself by buying gifts, making a tour to a place you love, wearing good clothes, taking a day off from your busy schedule, eating your cuisine, wearing a pleasant scent, and numerous other things that you find pleasant. Number five, embrace your emotions. Don't judge yourself for having unpleasant emotions. By not accepting these emotions would lead to anger, frustration, and irritation. This would end up a person in physical fight, hurling slurs at others, inducing passive aggressive behavior, and may lead a person to commit crimes. We need to permit them to rise and feel them and monitor underlying beliefs that trigger them. Then challenge these disadvantageous beliefs in order to establish a state of tranquility within yourself. Otherwise, why would anyone be around you to receive negativity? It will only scatter them away from you. Number six, accept people the way they are. By accepting others, we not only attract others but kindle generosity for ourselves as well. We begin to accept ourselves with flaws the way we accept others with them. But acceptance must not be confined to diverse culture and people with different skin colors, but it must also include people possessing diverse opinions as it has become a necessity for peace to prevail in the world today. It compels people to let their guards down. And the last one, develop healthy habits. Go for a walk daily, lift weights in the gym, play football, resume to read a book, communicate with God, start meditation, or you can develop a habit of your own kind that is beneficial for you in the long run. These would take your attention away from your routine work and bring some relief to you. Good habits reduce the level of stress that life encompasses and keeps us sound both mentally and physically. This in turn pushes us to believe into ourselves and hustle to achieve new goals.